It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. This is their third meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. We'll get to see Ricky Rubio on the court tonight. The guy can be a magician with the basketball. One of the most exciting passers in the league. Guys both past and present. Who are some of the players who were the most fun to watch pass the basketball? Shaq?
Well, I played with one of them in Miami. Helped me get a championship. Jason White Chocolate Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I went to school where another one went to school. Pistol Pete Maravich was also very fabulous. But last one, Ernie, Steve Nash. Played with him in Phoenix also, those three guys.
You reckon there were any times, Shaq, in practice that you got, you just didn't see a pass coming?
Oh, no.
Took it right in the nose? Oh, come on. Sure you did. Everybody's done that.
No, Ernie.
No. But not the answer I thought I'd get from him, Kenny.
Well, I hate to say this. You can't mention these two guys in the same name with Rubio, but Magic Johnson.
Oh.
I mean, Magic Johnson is the guy. He's the guy who made the no-look pass.
Did you just mention Rubio and Magic on the same list?
I said I can't do that.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I'm
just making sure. Okay.
But Rubio's really good.
No, he's
But
good.
he's no Magic Johnson.
He's no Magic Johnson.
But he's pretty good.
Really good.
I'll leave it there.
And I'm with you on pistol. He was the best.
He was the man.
That was great. That'll do it for us for here for now. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
So precious is yours, is mine. Hey, look at the time, my God. So precious is yours, is mine.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Wells Fargo Center as the 76ers look to grab a win here in Philadelphia. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. And just a single game trip away from Cleveland for the Cavaliers. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Certainly looks that way, Greg. I mean, some teams go through a little bit of a malaise or a hangover after a championship. Not these guys. They've had a terrific year.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Hey, Kevin, Sixers coach Brett Brown says that Philadelphia reminds him of his hometown of Boston. He said the city has tremendous pride. The city wants winners. It's a tough, no-nonsense city. Nobody's sugarcoating anything. And I love that because you can just tell it like it is. My responsibility is to produce a team that plays hard. Guys?
Thanks, David. Right on the money. Philly's passion for sports is something that makes them so unique. And Clark, tonight we have an incredible matchup at the guard position. What do you think we'll see?
Well, both of these guys are outstanding scorers, and they get their own shot rather easily, so that'll be fun to watch. And not only can they get their own shot, but they're both good at creating for others as well. So I tell you what, this could be a doozy, Kevin. This could really be a lot of fun to watch.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Howard is out there with Baldwin. 3-on-3. Here's Ellington. He trains the quick shot. Ellington's got the first basket of the game for the 76ers. On defense, Philadelphia. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that result because on paper, you didn't think that that game would be that competitive.
And you know what, Greg? That's really why we enjoy watching the game. You know, the fact that the only thing that's predictable is the unpredictability of it. It didn't turn out the way you might have expected, but that's why you got to get between the lines and tee it up.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
Here's Baldwin. A 23-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Now here's Embiid. And the rejection by LeBron. To the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Simmons. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And Ben Simmons said he didn't take a lot of outside shots in college because he didn't need to. He could get to the rim pretty much at will.
Well, he'll find that will not be the case at this level. His shots inside will be challenged a lot more. His perimeter shot has been the question mark, and that's where I think he's got to improve.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Pass to the prodigy. Now here's Fultz. He had 16 points in the win against Atlanta.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Here's Baldwin. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. The 76ers with another miss. And here are the Cavaliers stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Baldwin. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Now Ellington after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Ellington kicks to Fultz. Embiid the screen. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Baldwin the pass to Howard. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron kicks to Baldwin. Howard with it. Outguarded by Simmons. It's stolen by Fultz. Embiid with a screen on Shumpert. Here's Fultz. Cavaliers with the rebound. Howard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. James against Simmons. Hits the three-point bomb. 6 points for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Fultz. After the Cavaliers pick up 3, kicks it to Ellington. 6 to shoot. Simmons on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Here's the prodigy. And the shot goes in from Embiid. Embiid's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this is what you get with Embiid. A real scrapper, even though he's a big, skilled, talented guy. He's an energy guy as well.
They get the rebound. Outside jumper. And the pass to Baldwin. Back to Shumpert. In the corner, it's James. Howard setting the pick for James. This one for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Now here's Fultz. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Fultz. 7-point differential. They double him with LeBron. That shot off. Good D by Howard. Passes it to Baldwin. Back to LeBron. He feeds it to Shumpert. Outside Howard. Pass to Baldwin. Beyond the arc. And another three for Cleveland.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
Now here's Fultz. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Baldwin. Back to LeBron. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Shumpert. Misses the three. The 76ers trail by 10. Embiid the screen. Embiid with the screen on Shumpert. A shot by Ellington, no good. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Shumpert with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Howard has it in the corner. On the wing, Shumpert. Ellington defending. Misses the wing three.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's the prodigy. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Fultz. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Fultz has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Simmons.
But sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Okafor is checked in for Joel Embiid. Saric comes in for the prodigy. And Luwawu subbed in for Wayne Ellington. And here's Rubio after Markelle Fultz made that last three-pointer. And Noel kicks to LeBron. And James throws it down.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard. Reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Feeds it to Fultz. Picked by Okafor. Now Fultz. 7 points in the game. That one doesn't go.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's Okafor following the basket by LeBron James. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Rubio outside. James against Simmons. Here's Baldwin. Cleveland gets it back. LeBron outside. To the inside. Tries again. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Often modern NBA players will get criticized for not being sound enough with their fundamentals. Clark, do you feel that's a fair statement?
I really don't. I think it's a bit of an overreach. You know, we all have revisionist history. Things were always better in our past than they are currently. I mean, the stories get better as we get older is one of the ways I've heard it framed. I think the players are more athletic, and because they play growing up in more structured environments, I think sometimes they don't get the same nuances and feel for the game that you would get from just playing organically. But I still think fundamentally the players are quite good, and I do think that's a bit of a reach as a sweeping statement that they're not as sound fundamentally today as they were in the past.
And here is Okafor after LeBron James hitting the three. Chalk up 2 there.
That is really outstanding work by Okafor. He's a real talent in the paint.
Noel dishes to LeBron. Cleveland moving the ball around. Rubio misses. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's Sharch. No good with the triple. And Rubio kicks to Baldwin. 1:22 left here in the opening quarter. Screen by Sharch. Now the pass to McConnell. Back to Sharch. In the corner, Simmons with it. Okafor sets the pick for Simmons. Up again. And it's Noel with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 10. To the paint. Passes it to Baldwin. He kicks to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
Screen by Sharch. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And the rejection by Curry. Back to Rubio. Pass to Baldwin. For the three. Okafor grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 12. Pass to Luella. Dishes to Okafor. Over Noel. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Okafor's got 6.
And, you know, the offensive mindset of Okafor, never afraid to expand his range and work on that mid-range jumper, too.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding.
I invented you. Turn on with the
The 76ers trail by 10. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Korkmaz. Luwawu is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Jahlil Okafor, and it's Sharch in at the 4.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And there's the 3-second violation.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now.
And going back to their offensive rebounding, and that #1 ranking in second chance buckets, I think it speaks to their tenacity and physicality. They go at you. No question about that.
Here's Rubio. A three-pointer off the mark. And the 76ers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Charge passes to McConnell. Here's Luau. And here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Okafor. It's deflected. Now, here's Rubio. The pass to the chosen one. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. The chosen one's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Cavs. Pass to Luau. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Clark, there are a lot of great scorers in the NBA, but do you think a handful of players are just impossible to defend?
There's only a few guys that are impossible to defend, and I think the most unguardable guy in the league is Kevin Durant. We've not seen anybody with his size, length, touch, speed, ball handling, and all the time that I've watched the NBA. I mean, this is a 7-footer that moves like a guard, handles it like a guard, shoots it like a guard, and is 7 feet tall. There's nobody close to him in that regard. LeBron James, because of his physicality and speed and skill, would be second, but Durant, the most unguardable guy in the league.
And that one's good. Quick Miles. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Noel dishes to Harper. Back to Noel. Here's Rubio. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 76ers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The chosen one passes to Harper. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Noel sets a screen for Curry. Throws it up high and slam dunk by Noel.
This guy Noel, man, he's got a massive reach. Just lob up these passes and he'll handle the rest of it.
The 76ers trail by 9. Okafor with the screen on Rubio. They set the pick to the paint. It's intercepted. Here's the chosen one. Last time out, he had 14 points. And that one's good. Noel.
And, you know, when Noel gets the ball in a good spot, he pulls up with no hesitation, shoots it with a free mind. He loves taking the defense by surprise.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. The prodigy comes in for Saric. And Ellington is subbed in for Luau Cabarro. For Philadelphia, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Embiid the screen. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Ellington kicks to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Over Howard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And guys, the big fellas don't always capture the fans' imagination. But Clark, having that charisma makes a difference, and Joel Embiid has plenty of that.
Yes, he does. Charming and funny. I mean, from his love of Shirley Temples to his aspiration of learning to be a point guard, you never know quite what's going to come out of Joel's mouth. And he's enjoying social media, too. You got to be careful there, though.
You're right.
And, you know, Joel Embiid quickly emerging as one of the league's elite rim protectors. I mean, Coach Brett Brown called him the crown jewel, the centerpiece to their defense.
And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Fultz, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Embiid dishes to Fultz. Embiid the screen. In the corner, it's Ellington. Here's the prodigy. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Fultz.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Back to Noel. Cleveland moving it around. Pass to the chosen one. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, Ellington grabs the miss. And with Embiid's presence now, Clark, opponents shoot a very low percentage around the rim.
Well, the best defensive impact in the league by the numbers, Kevin. And his 7'5" wingspan, a big part of that.
Banked in off the glass. Embiid's got 6 points.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Inside, Embiid with the steal. Here's Korkmaz. He dishes it to Fultz. The pass to the product. The feed now to Fultz. They set the pick. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's the prodigy. He's guarded by Howard. Here's the prodigy. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Offensive rebound. Embiid. Passes to Korkmaz. Tries a 3. Kept alive. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Pass to the chosen. On the wing, Daniels. Shot to end this cold run. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Embiid the screen. Fultz the pass to Korkmaz. The dish to Fultz. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Joel Embiid pulls it down. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. And he banks in the layup. Fultz has got 11 points.
Fultz so good, Kevin, at utilizing the screen and roll. I mean, he knows how to get a little separation, and when he does, he's a scoring threat.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Baldwin, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. LeBron comes in for the chosen one. And Shumpert in there for Troy Daniels. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Shumpert. No good from Simmons. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Baldwin kicks to LeBron. Shumpert dishes to James. Looking for Shumpert. He gets it there. Howard, the pass to Shumpert. Here's Baldwin. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 11.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Simmons against LeBron. There's the pick. Embiid the screen. To the wing right side. Beyond the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound. Howard's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Baldwin. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fultz, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Shumpert in the corner. Here's Baldwin. 11 points in the game. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, you've got to give Brett Brown, I think, just a ton of credit for holding the Sixers locker room together over the years. Brutally difficult to lose and keep fighting and playing hard and playing together. He's created, along with those players, a culture of hard work and effort, and they are not skipping steps along the way. And eventually, folks, that will pay off in good play. He's been an absolute non-factor, zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. That shot misses. And Philadelphia the other way now. And for Brett Brown, don't you think his positivity as a person and his love for coaching have helped lift the team through those down years, Clark?
Man, I don't think there's any question about that, Kevin. He knew it was going to be a tall task, actually taller than any of us could articulate. He stayed optimistic and realistic at the same time, demanding yet being patient, keeping his team focused the right way and on the right things. It's really an outstanding job and a commitment from management and ownership to stay the course because they think he's the right guy. So very impressive on all fronts.
Fultz with a screen for Simmons. The pass to Luwawu. Kicks it to Okafor. To end the drought. And he sinks the layup. Okafor's got 8.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Here's Baldwin, covered by Sharch. James dishes to Howard. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Sharch, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently, the vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Luwawu. Screen by Sharch. Feeds to Simmons. He kicks it to Fultz. Outside, Simmons. Okafor with a screen on James. They grab their own miss. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Then for the Cavaliers, Harper, he's checked in for Howard. And Curry subbed in for Shumpert.
I tell you, when it comes to low post scoring, Okafor is a legitimate beast inside. A player with a lot of upside.
Simmons against LeBron. McConnell in the corner. Left side, Sharch. That one wide left. Here's Baldwin. And so it's Cleveland, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are leading by 12. Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
As we return to Philadelphia, we give you a scenic view of the downtown skyline of this terrific city. A stunning sight. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. The 76ers trail by 12. On the court for Cleveland, Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Baldwin out there with Howard. There's the screen. Embiid the screen. Passes it to the Prodigy. Clock at 6. Here's Fultz. Picked away. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. 16 feet away. And James gets it to go on the assist by Shumpert. 16 points for LeBron.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Fultz kicks to Embiid. Fultz with the ball. Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Baldwin. Baldwin's got his third rebound tonight. Dishes it to James. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Howard kicks to LeBron. Pass to Baldwin. Cleveland moving it around. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Knocks down the three ball. 17 points in the game.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. In the corner, it's Ellington. Here's the Prodigy. Excellent D from Howard.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
Yeah, it's actually palpable, isn't it, Greg? I mean, you can feel it. Every single one of these guys locked in, playing for each other. And that's why they're up.
There's the pass to the Prodigy. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. The Prodigy's got his first points in this one. Now LeBron. He's got 16 and finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Passes it to the Prodigy. There's a screen to the middle. Here's Embiid. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Embiid's got his third bucket of the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Baldwin kicks to Shumpert. Kicks it out to LeBron. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Pass to Baldwin. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Baldwin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
And Simmons kicks to Ellington. He feeds it to Embiid. Over Howard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Embiid's got 10.
Boy, if you can't appreciate how skilled Embiid is, you got a problem. And he's impossible for the defense to slow down.
The shot, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to the Prodigy. On the wing, Ellington. To the paint. Embiid, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Good ball movement, wonderful pass, couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. It's good from long range. 14 points for him.
You know, it's one thing to have a nice stroke, but it's another to understand how to get yourself free outside the arc for your shot. Has a soft, delicate stroke, does Fultz, and it rolls off his fingers nicely.
LeBron passes to Baldwin. Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. That shot off. Good D by Howard. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. The pass to Baldwin. Down low. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, and Howard's still a forceful finisher around the rim.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Ellington kicks to Fultz. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And the 76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Rubio's checked in. There's the screen. Here's Fultz. Sweet little floater. Fultz has got 5 points now this quarter.
And, you know, Fultz has great control on these floaters. Not an easy shot, but he makes it look easy.
From deep LeBron. Cleveland moving it around. James against Simmons.
Cleveland foul call.
Sharks checked in for the Prodigy.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Daniels. To the wing right side. Embiid the screen. Sharks dishes to Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it again. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Noel. Here's Howard. Here's the chosen one. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Embiid. And that's now 6 points for Ben Simmons. To the left wing. Rubio left side. It's stolen by Sharks. From 11 feet away, again, Philadelphia. And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Rubio the pass to Howard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Howard's got his third basket of the night.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Sharch. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Sharch has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Here's Howard. And Embiid with the block.
And Embiid is a determined defender. I mean, swatting away shots. He's got excellent reach and timing. Makes him a good shot blocker.
Howard kicks to Daniels. Basket counts. And the Cavaliers lead by 20. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Simmons dishes to Fultz. Passes it to Korkmaz. Simmons on the wing. Clock at 4. Here's Sharch. The Cavaliers pull it in. In the corner, Daniels. Howard. It's good on the putback. Here's Fultz. 16 points for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Screen by Sharch. Now here's Simmons. Guarded close. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Okafor is checked in for Joel Embiid. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Korkmaz. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Here's Luwawu, covered by Parker. The feed to Sharch. Picked by Okafor. Sharch passes to Simmons. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Tell you what, does not matter what the defense throws his way. The heart of Simmons allows him to play through that, and he's still going to knock the shot down.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. Harper kicks to Parker. Noel dishes to Parker. And it's Curry at the elbow. Here's Rubio. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Picked by Okafor. Pass to Luwawu. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the third. Cavaliers with the rebound. Rubio the pass to Parker. Here's Harper. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Outside, Simmons. Takes the 13-footer, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Rubio left side. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
McConnell kicks to Simmons. Back to McConnell. Shot clock at 5. From about 19 feet, they get it back. Okafor. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Okafor's got 11.
Boy, never giving up on the glass and getting an easy bucket as a result. Persistence paying off for Okafor.
Parker kicks to Noel. It's stolen by Sharch. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Simmons passes to McConnell. to Simmons. And it's Okafor at the elbow. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Saric, that's good.
And Okafor is also incredible at finding the open guy. I mean, a really good passer. You can't forget about that part of his game.
And that's not going to go. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Dario Saric is out there with Simmons. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Okafor in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And Noel constantly keeps his head moving, kind of on the swivel, always looking to zip it over to a teammate for the open shot.
Ellington kicks to Saric. Over Noel. Again, the miss by Saric.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
The prodigy, he's checked in for Saric.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pick by Okafor. Here's Simmons. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
You know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers trail by 21. Pick by Okafor. They set the pick. Pass to the prodigy. Second shot opportunity. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Grown man play there by Okafor. The skill he has in muscling shots in over difficult defense is a real bonus for him and his team.
And Jahlil Okafor, the third overall pick in 2015 out of Duke. He was in the conversation for top pick overall.
Yeah, he certainly was, and deservedly so. Now, his value has fallen off a bit since coming into the league, but with big guys, you got to be patient. Don't discard him yet. He's a very polished scorer and a good finisher around the goal. He's got to improve some other areas, but this guy's going to be around for a long time.
And Clark, we saw this a bit last season. When a team is up and it's garbage time, are there unwritten rules as far as shooting or scoring go?
Yeah, I think you always want to play within the spirit of the game, the spirit of the rules, the respect of the game, and the respect of your opponent. So, to me, that should be, you try to always do what's right and just and fair.
Whoa!
Hey, watch out now. Watch out.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And the pass to the prodigy. McConnell in the corner. There's the pick.
Cavaliers foul call. That's his first personal foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pick by Okafor. 5 on the clock. Off the pick. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There's the triple. Baldwin can't get it to go. 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Up top, McConnell. Three-pointer Ellington. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his third assist on the night.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
LeBron passes to Baldwin.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
There's the pick. McConnell passes to the prodigy. Top the key, Ellington. And here's McConnell. Hits the front of the rim and out. Baldwin kicks to Shumpert. Shoots over Ellington. And again, it's Cleveland.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
He gets that one. 14 points for Ben Simmons.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Right side, Shumpert. James against Simmons. James outside. There's the three. And stolen by Ellington. And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. And yes, it's good. Ellington's got 5 points in the quarter.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Passes it to Baldwin. More and more we see coaches resting players to keep them from getting overworked. The benefits, Clark, are clear for the players, but is it something that is getting overused?
I don't know if overused is the right word, Kevin. I don't like to see it as much because I think there are other ways you can rest players. Games can be part of your strategy, but how about practices being more a part of how you rest players? It got an awful lot of attention this past season, and for good reason. And I would think the coaches and players will adjust because it's not a good optics for your viewing public and your paying patrons to just arbitrarily do it. I understand it, but I think there's a balancing act that could be performed that would make it not appear as disruptive to the fans as it was this past season.
And league expansion is something that simply won't leave the conversation in the NBA right now, Clark. Do you think that the NBA adding another team or two is inevitable?
I don't think it's inevitable. As a matter of fact, I think we're at a good number where we are, Kevin. It's still the best league in the world, and I think you could dilute that a bit if you added teams. So I'm fine with where we are.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Fultz comes in for T.J. McConnell. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Howard's checked in, off the screen, and Fultz gets it to go.
Man, I like the quick catch and release from Fultz, a confident shooter who's ready to fire as soon as he catches it.
Baldwin the pass to James. Here's Baldwin. LeBron outside to the middle and stolen by Ellington. And that's going to be a travel.
Cleveland ball.
Cleveland leading by 23. Howard with a screen on Simmons. And they double him up with LeBron. Here's Baldwin. He dishes it to Howard. And the shot goes in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 17 rebounds. Embiid the screen. Ellington kicks to Fultz. To the inside. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the 76ers with some changes. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for the prodigy. Korkmaz comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Wayne Ellington. Now here's Fultz, covered by Parker. Embiid the screen. 6 to shoot. Luwawu's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Howard goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
And you really have to toe that line with the physicality just to prevent Howard from the and one.
Thinking back to the great Warrior team from last year, Clark, how do you place them in a historical context for what they accomplished?
Well, they're on a short list of one of the great teams of all time in terms of winning a championship and what they did throughout the season to do so. You'd have to consider them as one of the outstanding teams in the history of the NBA.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now the dish to Daniels. Screen by Howard. The chosen one passes to Howard. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Embiid. Kicks to Fultz. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Embiid the screen. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Embiid the screen. Here's Fultz. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the one thing that you gotta love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
And you ask the scouts about Fultz, he has the complete game.
You know, Kevin, he checks all the boxes. Athleticism, the size to play above the rim, and above all, I think the feel for the game is quite apparent when you watch him play.
Howard kicks to Harper. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Parsons. Pass to Korkmaz. He kicks it to Embiid. Pass to Luau. Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Embiid. Here's the chosen one. Parker outside. On the wing, Daniels. Harper dishes to Howard. We've seen the bench celebration become almost an art form in the NBA over the past few seasons. Are you surprised this is a thing now?
Not at all. Again, when everything is captured and documented and you're going to have creativity and attention-grabbing celebration, so it's just part of the landscape.
Here's Luau. Back to Parsons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Embiid gets it to go.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Here's the chosen one. Daniels kicks to Howard. Back to Daniels. Parker outside. Just 4 to shoot. Down low. Feeds it to Howard. And stolen by Parsons. Here's Luau. That shot, no good. Good D by Parker. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. On the wing, Daniels. Cleveland keeping it alive. Fresh 24. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 18 points for Dwight Howard. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Fultz. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Howard in the post. Embiid's there. And the rejection by Embiid. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. And Parsons gets it to go.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And they took control of this season series matchup from the get-go, making every play they needed to en route to winning all 4 of their games this year against Philadelphia.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's McConnell. Embiid the screen. And there's the pass to Luau. Embiid with a screen on Curry. Shot clock at 6. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're up by 25. 30 seconds left in the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harper kicks to Parker. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And the shot is good.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And, Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
McConnell. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Dwight did it all tonight. What was the biggest factor to impact the game the way you did?
Just thank God, that I'm healthy and I'm able to do all the things I can do on the floor because of him. So my objective tonight was just to come out and win.
You look like your normal self again, Dwight. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.